Hello everyone, welcome back here. I'm here to discuss about the Salesforce flow. So, I will be discussing here what is flow, what are the type of flow, why the flow is here if we have already other automations tools like workflows, process builder and all, and what all actions supported by flows, what all type available for the flows, and also I feel like at the end of the video, the audience means the people who are the other side will able to create a flow by self and will have a little knowledge about the flows. Then later they can dig into the flows and can enhance their knowledge on the basis of that. Okay, so the answer of the first question is like, what is flow? So flow is a nothing but a tool that automate our business processes. And the key point is here, like without writing a single code, we'll able to control our system. Okay, so to create a flow, the non-technical person also can create a flow, means who do not have a knowledge of a coding, writing a code, they can also create a flow if they have admin level of knowledge or some configurations kind of knowledge. If they have, then they can easily create, not need to worry about the coding. Okay, so why flows? Because in the work in if we talk about the workflows and process builder, so firstly the workflow has introduced, after this Salesforce has introduced a process builder. So there were some restriction with the workflows that can overcome by the process builder, and later they have introduced the flows, so that there were some also with the process builder also there was some restriction that is overcome by the flows, and there are some more features has been added on in the flows along with them. And 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 yeah. Okay, so the I would also like to give one example, to means not example, I would like to add some. mm, I would like to relate the flows with the flow chart which we used to create when the people are in a college or a school. They means when they used to write the program. Before writing the program, the teacher used to suggest us to create the flow chart and accordingly write the program. So in that scenario, what was happening, they used to give us some boxes, rectangle boxes and decision making boxes. By using those, we used to draw our flowchart. Okay, there what was happening, on the basis of flowchart we used to write our code. But in case of flow, what is happening, you do that diagram has been converted into the workable things. That diagram means we used to draw the diagram and have used to add our logic over there, the already defined functions we used to add over there, and that diagram have ability to control our execution of flow, right? So that's they can relate to for the better idea. Later what all actions supported by uh, flows, along with the features that were supported by the process builder, they have also add on like cloning of the records, work with the summary, roll up summary and deletion of the records. Okay, and one more features that are very fascinating about the flows is like designing the UI without writing any component, lightning component or via pages. Will able to create UI and can ask user to enter, give their inputs, and will process that, we used to process that inputs. Okay, so now we have moved on those parts, so will I would like to discuss about the type of the flow. So that are screen flow and auto launch flow. Okay, further auto launch is divided into like record trigger flow, scheduled trigger flow, platform event trigger flow, auto launch flow. So today I will be covering like screen flow, auto launch flow, means record trigger flow. I will try to cover up here, and later I'm going to make videos on the schedule trigger flow, platform event, and auto launch flow. Okay, so now let's move to the now. Like we have covered all most of the theoretical things here. Now I'm moving to the implement the flow. To create a flow, we have to log in our Salesforce org, and afterwards go to setup and type here flow. The flow options will come under the process automations. Just click on that. Then the second window with the open window, this window will open, and here you will see the options like new flow. Click on this. Right now we are going to create a screen flow. That screen will contain the account name and phone number, and that screen will contain two boxes. One is the number, another one is the phone number, and on the basis of we'll provide some input. On the basis of that, we are going to create an account. Just click on screen flow, create. Okay, now this screen which you are seeing is a flow builder. That flow builder we can define the flow builder is like flow builder is a tool that provides us space to create a flow, means that provides us some tool. Okay, some tools or yeah, elements, connectors to create the canvas, provide us canvas to create the flow. Okay, we are creating the screen flow. Now we will be creating our add element. Here we will be adding screen. The screen will be containing, we are going to enter the text field. Okay, here you see like name. Now to one more field I would like to add here, like phone. Okay, now click on text, give a label like account name. API name will be coming up automatically. Require default value. Also you can restrict, as per your requirements, you can restrict the visibility of this field. Also can validate inputs, like if something I wanted to add criteria, and the basis of wanted to show the error message and all, you can add over here. Like this is a simple example I am creating. So this way you will be creating. If you wanted to hide, this is the footer, header. Okay, you can give okay, now this is our flow. Now I'm going to give me a moment. Now phone number, also we have to provide the uh, number, sorry, this is label. This is phone label, and phone. Now for this you will able to have this kind of options pattern. What your pattern wanted to follow, you can go ahead and you can explore more the as per your requirements. You can use these all things. Okay, now in advance, done. Okay, now this is my screen, and from the screen I wanted whatever I have input in the form, in this account form, I would like to use those inputs to create my to create my account. create account. What is I'm going to use? I'm going to use the screen entered value here. So once you created a screen, you will able to see this section, screen components. So this is the mandatory fields of the account. So I'm going to map the screen value with this account name, and in the phone number also I'm going to map it from here only. Okay, let's save it. Now I'm going to save it. You can give your name. Now let me, this all detail will be shown here. Now go ahead and save it. Once it gets saved, you'll able to activate it. Once it get activated, I'm going to add this on my home page. I'm going to add my flow here. Now go and edit this home page to add your flows on your home screen. Just come here, right on here flow, just drag it here, drag and drop it here. Now here select your flow, that is what we created. Okay, save it, activate it, assign org as default. Save it. Now go back. Now the home screen has been came up. Now you can add account by screen flow. Okay, like we created account, we can go here and we can see like this account is created just now. Whatever we have, just enter value in our screen flow diagram. Similarly, as per your requirements, you can create the screen and can also take those inputs from those fields and can map it your objects if you wanted to create records for the Salesforce objects or custom object or standard custom or standard object. You can go, this is the small example for a reference, and later if you wanted to go ahead with like here the user interaction were required. Suppose if you wanted create a auto launch flow, so what you need to do, like auto launch flow, record trigger flow, like when we record trigger means like when any object is going to insert in our objects or before the object going to insert into the objects in the table that is covered by record trigger flow. It is kind of trigger, like before trigger, after trigger we used to do this is same kind of thing. Suppose on the account I wanted to write down this flow. Okay, so here the trigger, when this flow should get executed. So configure the trigger flow, trigger the flow when a record is created, a record is updated, a record is created or updated. Okay, a record is deleted. This functionality is not supported by the process builder. So here, one of the feature of this. Okay, suppose when a record is created, when I'm going to create account, okay, on the creation of account also I'm going to create a contact. Okay, any means any entry level of criteria, like if you wanted to give here, like if the account name is started with this, then this this flow should execute. So let's put here account name contain start with, okay, flow, only then execute it. So here you see, like, optimize the flow for fast field updates, update fields on the record that trigger the flow to run. Okay, this high performance flow runs before the record is saved. Okay, whenever you wanted to update the same records on which you are performing actions, okay, then we select this options, and this used to run before the record is updated, saved in the database. Okay, so it is kind of before the trigger, before trigger. Okay, the action and related records, update any records and perform actions like send an email, the remote flexible after record is saved to the database. Okay, through this we'll able to, like, in our requirements we are going to create on creation of parent this account, I'm going to create a contact. So this will come on this options. Okay, done. Okay, now you see here run immediately is there. This is the criteria, entry criteria, and this is the configuration at the entry level of it. Okay, now I'm going to add more elements, like I have to create on the creation of account, I have to create one contact against that account. So type here, click on that action and click on this, write down here new contact, screen contact. This is the good. Last name is the mandatory fields, whatever is the mandatory one that will come up. Other you can, don't, you can click on here, don't include, you can enable this, then you will able to do so. So we will be mapping this account also. So right now here what is happening, you can take input. Now there are multiple options. Okay, as per your requirements you can use any of them, like you wanted to add check for profile label record, I wanted, but these are options is there. As per requirements you can go ahead and check for those. Okay, last name, I believe account also have let me put name, account name. Okay, account ID would be what, the records, in the records what we are having, account. So account, then I, okay, now this will be related, this contact get attached to this the newly created account. Okay, save, create contact for account. Like we said, we have a criteria like that, the name of that account should start with flow. Okay, go ahead and create new account, that is flow auto launch. Will be now the military field I have added on the patient of it. There must be one on, see here, the this is the created by that flow. We were giving only this input like flow name, and let me edit my page. Okay, now this you see here we have opened this contact, and that contact which is created by flow because we only created the account with the same name of the account because we have mapped the account name with the contact name, so it's get created and it is linked up with this account ID because we were providing only two inputs like contact name and account ID. So that's all about these two type of flows like screen flows and auto launch flow for record triggered flow. So this has been covered. I hope you so means like till now we have covered like what is flow, the theory of the flows, and what all things are supported by the flows, what all were not supported by the process builder and workflows, how the non-technical person can also create a flow without knowing the a single line of code and all. Yeah, how it is powerful. Now you're able to get it. You not require a code, and you get that you able to control your system. Okay, so I hope you like this videos, and if you find it helpful, please don't forget to give a thumbs up, and